Welcome back everyone to Punny Plays Beorning, and I am here with Runald, whom I'm supposed to be helping to leave town.
What brings you to these lands?
Time is short for my departure. Will you lend me your aid? My family has sought to leave Elthengel for some time, yet I leave behind a fine home that should not be put to disuse. Would you speak with wise Hereleof in town and inform him that he may use the building as he sees fit until my kin are one day able to return? You're not expecting to return yourself someday? Alright, well, he's very confident that we are going to deal with this matter in a short time. If you think, oh yeah, it'll be a couple of lifetimes from now before I will have any way of being able to return, so therefore, let's not treat this as a temporary leaving. Let's do this as if we're going to be down for a couple of generations. Hello there, I have a message for you.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
A message from Runald? I understand. I will see his dwelling put to good use. Many refugees have come into Athengels, and their homes and farms being burned and occupied by orcs and uruks. I will find some trustworthy folk to inhabit and care for the home until Runald may return. His home will be in good hands, but he seems to be of the opinion that Runald will personally be back at some point. Certainly more so than Runald. So let us head out to the... let's kick into a little bit faster run speed, right? Alright, hello there. Alright, he's agreed.
Our mission is dire.
Well done. Now my wife, Kedsteri, has a favor to ask. Would you please speak with her? Right, and what do you wish, lady?
What brings you to these lands?
Yes, farewells are such difficult things. I cannot bear to speak with my friends and neighbors for a final time. The sorrow will be just too great. I wish to give a gift to my dearest friend, Fritnid. She has always admired my golden necklace, and I wish her to have it. Would you please tell Fritnid that I have placed the necklace under a small stone in the yard? I hope she understands why I cannot. She just puts a precious necklace under a stone. Now, I mean, really, you could imagine Fritz looking for every single stone all throughout the area, trying to decide, now which one of these has the necklace under which of these? And of course, it turns out during that orc attack we had earlier, when the orcs found it, that would be pretty bad.
Our mission is dire.
Yeah, a fine day to you. Dear Casteri, is that you? I knew she was leaving, and I understand her difficulty of saying farewell. My thoughts will be with her on the journey. What? Well, I cannot believe that she would leave me such a beloved and beautiful gift. I will be sure to think of her whenever I look upon it. Please give her my best wishes. And I'll show it to her when she gets back in 2 months, right? Yes. Okay, I don't know when she'll be back. Who knows when she'll be back? I mean, but considering all that happens afterwards, it's theoretically possible. You could just imagine how fast the story progresses at this point. Well, we've had the battles at the Ford of Eisen, which is February 25th, I think is what they said, or something like this. So you can see we're getting pretty early on. We're getting near March around here. It's very late February, and the epic story here right now straddles into when we start to get around to the place of March. So with all that going on, you could then just imagine that the war is going to be over in less than a month. Just telling you.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Oh, it makes me feel so much better to hear that Frithwin enjoyed my gift. Well, she hasn't seen it yet, unless she ran out to go to the rock while we're talking right now. It still saddens me to say farewell to my old home and friends, but I can keep them in my mind, and they shall seem less far away. Um, we must be on our final preparations here, but my son has a favor to ask him. Of course, the entire family has to get into this.
I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
Yes, but I'll speak to you anyway. Hello there. My name is Munsunu. You're kidding me. Mother and father tell me that I must say farewell to Elthengels and all my friends. I have never been so sad. I hope that Edoras is as splendid as all of the stories I have heard, but I will miss my friends. Oh, wait till you hear what's happening in Edoras. Mother says that there is no room on the wagon for my toys. You should tell Barsine that to care for my doll, Captain Pindle. Captain Pindle will get very lonely if no one plays with him, and Barsine is such a good friend. Right. Captain Pindle. I guess the Rohirrim don't have a word for action figure. Alright, now, let's see what we've got here. Where are we? Ah, there we go. Hello there, special delivery.
I am not supposed to speak with strangers.
As strange, that is what your friend said. Yes, a pleasure to meet you, Pineclaw. A doll? I fail to understand. You seem rather big to play with. Oh, you mean Captain Pindle? Yes, that is Miss Duno's doll. I will take good care of the captain for him. Tell Mundosos to visit when he becomes older, and I will tell him all about my adventures with Captain Pindle. Yes, I will. When he's 2 months older, I'm sure that he will go and tell you about his adventures, and you could tell him about the adventures of Captain Pindle. Assuming, of course, that this village has survived all that time. Alright, fine. Okay, one Captain Pindle delivered.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Thank you for helping us ready for a final measure before leaving. Thingles has been a fine home, but I will feel much safer once we reach the gates of the King City. Alright, good. I am
The
glad you will
Rohirrim
feel
will need
safer.
your aid.
So therefore, with that done, it is time for us to head to Cliving. No, I'm not doing that mounted combat, actually. Just in case I get attacked, I better be on this version. But as I was saying, I'm not doing that instance. That instance is, well, with mounted combat and all that stuff. And I have enough trouble with mounted combat as it is on the Beorning that it won't be a very fun instance. So I'll pretend that they're able to get along all the way on by themselves. And besides, I'm getting pretty close to level 79, as you can see at the bottom here. So I'm not exactly in great need of doing this at the moment. So instead, we will head up north, along the road, actually. And apparently there's some bears around here. Didn't remember there being too many bears in this part of the area. Now, I know in the southern parts of the Norcrofts there are several of them. Oh, yes, of course. Forget. Wrath. Dash. I really should move where I have dash those right under, or at some other place to recuperate, since I always need to recuperate if I'm going to do a dash. It's hard to remember because, of course, all the rest of my characters don't need to do that. Alright, anyway, we're getting on to Cliving, and we are to... I think we're supposed to speak with the Thane here. Or actually, I guess he is the Reeve. Alright. Yeah, Reeve Althaward. And let us see what we have here. Let's see, we have Floodwind. Okay, let's get rid of Floodwind, just in case we need to come back here. And the other thing we need to do is, of course, tag the stable master. Never hurts to do that.
Greetings, friend
Hey.
of the Rohirrim.
Greetings. And let's head up here. And right, yeah, here, yeah, this is the way to the meat hall. Well, somehow I got disoriented there, so let's, yeah, like there goes, oh yeah, no trouble riding your horse up the steps to our meat hall. Hey, there we go. And here we go. Reeve Althaward's meat hall. Good day, sir. And here are his daughter 1, daughter 2. Now you would think that with 2 daughters here he would, and he has a 3rd daughter somewhere else out that's becoming a shield mating. So he has 3 daughters around here. So why does he need to adopt a 4th daughter? Don't know. Hello there, Reeve.
Welcome to Cliving, friends from afar.
Yes, welcome. I am Arthurward, Reeve of the North Crofts and Thane of Cliving. My house and hospitality are yours while you stay. Ah, yes. Oh, Mildred. Oh, what happened to her should not have happened to any lady of Rohan. Losing first her husband and then her son. I should have been more understanding of the boy's youthful boldness, but he called my honor into question. The sword trial is the customary means of resolving such disputes. I did not know his wound would fester in such a way. Believe me, all those rumors of poison and all that stuff have nothing to do with it. Anyway, I would have it back if I could. Taking young Siflot as my ward seemed to be the kindest thing to do, but I can understand a mother's grief may make it seem otherwise. I will answer any questions of yours, and you are of course free to see Siflot if it is not too much trouble. Could I ask you to help Cuthard, the captain of my guard, with his duties after you have spoken with Siflot? Okay, fine. So let's first find the young woman in question. Then we can, and once we have spoken with her, we will be able to help that captain right now. Let's get back on our steed. And down the path on our windy road. Alright, now this, oops. And up this way. And into here. Hello there. Hello, greetings, Siflot.
I saw you coming to Cliving from afar, and I wondered what your story might be.
And also how you came to tell it to me. Yes, how wonderful. Ah. Oh, my poor mother, I do miss her. Some days I miss her terribly, but knowing that she is still home eases the ache somewhat. Worse are the days when I miss my father and my brother, for they are never coming home. But I am happy at Cliving as I can be. The Reeve is kind to me, distant, I think he blames himself for all the grief my family has endured, and wants to make amends for it. I am treated well. Look at the view from the walls. There's just such more going on out there than at Ethengels. Yes, do you really what more going on out there considering what's out there? Yes, I am happy here. I hope my mother is not upset with that, but it is the truth. But tell her I do miss her. Okay. Alright, I'll tell her. But now, let's see. What is the other thing? Yes, we need to speak with the captain. That's what we need to do. Oh well. Yeah, alright, I'll leave it at this one for the moment. Still hard to break the habit of using the regular horse. Is this
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Yes. Ah, greetings! I do not recognize you. You're not from the Norcross, right? Meaning that you are not the culprit, and that you would be a perfect choice to help me. Yes, that's right. My name is Walnoth, and I am a simple rider in the service of Reeve Arthurward's Beorning. Of late, we have discovered evidence of an attempt to murder against the Reeve by way of poison. Oswald himself has put me in charge of the investigation, and I must uncover the culprit. There are few who would admire me for my intelligence or wisdom, but Oswald saw potential in me, and I do not want to disappoint him. Will you help me? Yes. The first step is to question the man who discovered the poison. Reeve Arthurward's personal cook, Settlegat. Settlegat? Okay, Settlegat. But anyway, I thought I had to do at least one side quest in the area, right? I mean, what would it... We can't ignore everything that's going on in here. I think this is the kitchen. And these file acts of deception. Hello there, Settlegat.
Our mission is dire.
I will help you in any way I can in your investigations. These circumstances are most unsettling. I found a strange file tucked behind the turnips in the back pantry. Upon further examination, we discovered that the liquid inside the file was highly poisonous. We believe that someone intended to secretly poison the Reeve Arthurward's food with the venom. Thankfully, none that have eaten of my cooking have reported illness. Or sure suggest not they haven't died and therefore were unable to report. Okay, I guess you would have heard if they died. Yes, I encourage you to inspect the file for yourself. Alright, I'll inspect this file. And should I drink of it? Well, maybe that won't be a good idea. Oh, that was just from the odor. Ooh, good grief. The odor can knock you out. Ah, yes, that's a... Now that's what I call strong poison. Well, alright, now we'll report that information as soon as we've spoken here with Cuthred.
The Reeve sent you to me to help with our problems? Good.
Good. We can refuse no offers of help. Cliving has been less affected than some of the other towns of this riding, but still, there are orcs about and we need to deal with them if we are to keep our people safe. That's right.
An important part of guard is riding the bounds.
Yes, an important part of guard duty is riding the bounds above Cliving, looking for threats lurking too near the city. If you have a war steed and skill to ride it, I would encourage you to help us with the duty, Pineclaw. Ride east of Cliving until you can see the marker that delineates the bounds, and then turn to the south. Continue the process, turning your right at each marker until you have described a great loop around the city. Defeat any mounted enemies you encounter on the circuit. You will be doing the people of Cliving a great service. Alright, so we need to write out to some markers. And that is what we are going to do in our next episode of Piney Plays the Beorning.